bar, because that's what I said.
Good evening, friends and family, and a very warm welcome to Mendel Bar Mitzvah! My name is Shui Kaczynski, and I'm delighted to have the honor of being your MC for tonight. I'm not sure what MC stands for, but it says it on my father's credit card, so it can't be too bad. My parents really wanted me to be the MC. Not sure why. I have a hunch it's just because they want to know that I'm not sitting somewhere reading a book. But my thinking is, I'm a Kaczynski. Who else is going to do it? None of my uncles, that's for sure. Needless to say, I'm proud to share the spotlight with my dear big brother Mendel, who always sets the bar so high for me. Thanks, Mendel. Tonight, we'll all get to enjoy what I like to call a Hasidic bar mitzvah. You know the kind I'm talking about, where the main focus is on the word mitzvah. We're talking about a bar mitzvah. I'd like to call upon Mendel Zadie from California, Papa DeVries, to lead us with a mighty. So for a Hasidic Bar Mitzvah, I'd like to begin the evening by call upon my dear uncles, Rabbi Yaakov Wolf, the Shliach of the Rebbe in Springfield, Massachusetts, and to please come up and read the letter which the Lubavitcher Rebbe sent to my father in honor of his own Bar Mitzvah. And I know the same blessings apply to Mendel as well. I'd like to ask my uncle Yitzchak Kaczynski from Long Beach, California, to translate the letter into English. I ask you all to please rise for the reading of the Rebbe's letter.
Shalom Avracha. B'mayna aleda al derech echnisai l'kil mitzvah. Hine yihiratzai ma'Hashem yisbarach Hashem miben shalosh esrei l'mitzvahs yigadol l'ben chomesh esrei l'chulu. Kepsak HaMishnah Avos Perik Hey. B'Yosef Hasmoda Ushkida b'limudei b'Torah. B'Torah hanikla v'chem b'Torah hachasidus. B'Yahada b'kiyam ha'mitzvahs v'Hashem yisbarach yatzlichu Leo's Chassid, Yerushalayim, Velamdim, Bracha, and the Rebbe's signature.
Greetings and blessings. In response to the notification about your entry to the age of mitzvahs, may it be God's will that from being 13 and obligated to observe the mitzvahs, you'll grow to be 15 and so on. As set out in the Mishnah of his chapter 5. May you become increasingly studious and conscientious in your Torah study, in the revealed teaching of the Torah, and likewise in the teaching of Hasidus. And may you observe the mitzvahs precisely and beautifully. May God grant you success in your endeavors to become a Chassid, a God-fearing Jew, and a scholar, with blessings in the Rebbe's signature.
Thank you. You may now be seated. I would like to ask you to direct your attention to the video screen as we watch a short video of the Rebbe, further helping us understand the theme of Mendel Bar Mitzvah.
Rebbe teaches a Torah lesson in time management.
Our sages tell us in the Pirkei Avos, ethics of our fathers, that the world stands on three things: Torah, studying of Torah, Avodah, prayer, Gemilas Chasadim, and charity. It is for this reason that when Jews get together, we try to include all three items at our gatherings. For the charity, on all the tables, you'll see some coins and charity boxes, so please feel free to place one or more coins in. Those of you who have been davening at Chabad know how often and how well Mendel has been leading the Binyan Chazan. I have a secret for you. He didn't just wake up on his 13th birthday and decide to explain that with him. He's practiced many times, something that my little brother Benzi has been doing as well as the chapter of Tehillim for the Lubavitcher Rebbe and Blessed Mary. I'd like to call upon my young little brother Benzi to lead the Tehillim with the text being shown on the screen.
Hallelujah, Ashrei Ish, Yuri Yes of the Nebim, Says the Prophets Ma'id, Ibar Ba'aras, Yes, Zaroi, Doi Yashayim Yavira, Chayin Vaishar Vivitz, Kachayim al Islam, Zarach, Bachashachar, La Yashayim Chanam Varachim Tzadik, Doi Vish Chayin Mavi Chalkes Davar Mishpat, Ki Le'elam La Yimut Zecher Elam Yetzadik, Mishmur Allah Yiran Lachayim Libar Batuach Adinai, Samu, Libar La Yira Shayira Vitara, Pizar Nazan Levian Secretary Mandaslan, Karno Tarim Mechover, Russia Year of Khas, Shina Vicharak, Panamas Tavas, Shan Taive.
Thank you, Benji. Good job, kid. Can't wait till you could be Chazan. After all this time in the mic, I must admit I am finally nervous. Because now I'm introducing the man of the night, and I know if I don't get this right, I have no idea what could happen to me. So without further ado, the man of the hour, the Bar Mitzvah boy, Mendel Kaczynski!
everyone. I would like to begin by thanking everyone for coming to my Bar Mitzvah celebration. From far and from near, my DeVries grandparents from California, and my Gazinski grandparents all the way from Brooklyn. And of course, all of you, my dear friends and family that made an effort to join and enhance my simcha. Tonight, we are all celebrating the occasion of welcoming a new adult to the Jewish community and to the entire Jewish people. You got it, that's me. You know, it wasn't easy for me to reach this point in life. I mean, for one, I'm the oldest in my family, and we know how easy that is. In addition to that, I've been privileged to join my parents in being on shluchas of the Lubavitcher Rebbe, a blessed memory, who I'm honored to be named after. My parents moved to 3 different states since I was born, so I'm just glad they decided to settle down after reaching Cedarhurst. So I learned at a very young age what a wandering Jew feels like. That was the plan of Hashem, and we can only follow Hashem's lead and fulfill our purpose on this world. Whether it was when we lived in Florida, Ohio, or here in the 5 towns. While there are differences in each location, our mission remained the same: to draw godliness down into this world in any way possible. This can best be done by making every moment count, making each opportunity count, and making each action count in a way that will forever be counted. It's our way of reminding Hashem, so to speak, that He can count on us, His children, to fulfill our mission. My family is so lucky to be able to carry out the Rebbe shluchas together with a partner shluchim, the Wallowicks, for we are so blessed to have a great partner in crime. Okay, so I completed 13 full years. Now what? I read somewhere that I'm supposed to be fully accepted as an adult, but I know how it goes. Let's get real. Today, everyone will tell me I'm a man. And tomorrow, I'll be hearing how I have so much growing up to do. Yes, I'm aware of the saying, don't grow up, it's a trap. But I'm hoping that I'll never hear again. When you get older, you'll understand. But what really happens on my 13th birthday? Many people ask me, when is your bar mitzvah? I answer, do you mean my party or my bar mitzvah? As we know, I had to wait 8 years from my 13th birthday until my party, for that's what happens when one is born the day before Pesach. At the age of 13, for a Jewish boy, something really incredible happens. The Kabbalah calls it Gmar Knisas Nefesh Alikis. This means that our godly soul transforms into an adult soul. The godly soul starts becoming active at a baby boy's bris. At the age of bar mitzvah, the part of us that always wants to connect to Hashem reaches full maturity. From now on, we adult kids are expected to see things through the eyes of our soul, not just with our instincts or wants and childish desires. For example, there's nothing in my physical being that wants to fast Yom Kippur, shake a branch on Sukkot, eat bitter herbs and matzah for 8 days, or give 1/10 of my earning to charity. But do it I must, and do it I will, as I am considered an adult with all full adult privileges. So I did a bit of research to find out more about this whole concept, and I learned that the ripe old age of 13 will not exactly allow me to buy l'chaim or even to set my own bedtime, because we're actually celebrating a spiritual maturity, a maturity that will help us understand the theme of my bar mitzvah, to make every moment count. Not only because we are in the days that we are counting down to the holiday of Shavuos, when we celebrate the receiving of the Torah, but because there are countless opportunities where Hashem counts on us to make the moment count, and to take advantage of the mitzvah opportunity. Yes, I too was once a kid, and I also know that it's not easy to always concentrate on fulfilling Hashem's mission. But when we look at it as a grand prize and the reason for coming down to earth, it doesn't feel like the burden it appears to be. This point is best understood through a story I once heard and would like to share with you. Those of you who know me well know that I'm always ready for a good story, especially when it's about the Lubavitcher Rebbe. One hot Sunday afternoon in the summer of 1991, an elderly lady was patiently waiting her turn in the long line of Jewish women and girls from all walks of life, each one anticipating the moment of receiving the Rebbe's blessing and the dollar bill to be given to tzedakah. When her turn finally arrived, the lady blurted out in her simple Yiddish, "Rebbe, I've been standing here for only an hour and I'm already exhausted. You have been standing here on your feet for hours and hours. How do you do it?" The Rebbe smiled gently and said, "When you're counting diamonds, you don't get tired. We too must strive to be the diamonds that Hashem continuously counts and counts upon. Another thing that happens when a Jewish boy becomes 13, he becomes fully responsible for his actions and is fully required to fulfill the mitzvahs. One of the new mitzvahs that stand out is the mitzvah of donning tefillin every weekday morning, except when it coincides with a Jewish holiday. When I was younger, I loved pretending to put on tefillin with my father. We even have pictures of me taking whatever I could find to wrap around my arms and put it on my head. For I was told that this is how a Jewish man connects to Hashem. But it's a lot deeper than that. By putting on tefillin every day, opposite to my heart, and directly on my brain, I am reminding myself that my mind and heart are connected, and that as an adult, my mind goes through my heart, not the other way around. Before I conclude, as I celebrate my bar mitzvah, perhaps the most special occasion in my life thus far, I feel compelled to mention a dear friend and fellow shliach who, for a reason known only to Hashem, did not experience his bar mitzvah on this world with us. Levi Wallowik, Allah Shalom, who continues to be so dear to me, and the way too short friendship I had with him continues to inspire me. I'm sure he's partaking in this simcha. Becoming a bar mitzvah will allow me the privilege to get called up to the Torah, Sefer Torah written in his memory. I would like to thank my parents for raising me in the ways of the Rebbe, Chassidus, and how to play a good game of sports. I think I'm ready to take over from here. Just kidding. Thank you, Mommy and Tati, for teaching our family to always celebrate and enjoy our Judaism, and to share that joy with others. You'll be very happy to know that I'm looking forward to following your tradition and hope to become a Chabad rabbi somewhere in this world. And by the way, don't think I'm always asleep when you're up at the wee hours preparing holiday events, Hebrew school programs, or even some other Chabad function. Now that I'm an adult, I hope to participate and help out in these efforts on a more adult level too. Thank you everyone again for coming to celebrate this milestone with my family and me. I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Hashem help us to be able to have the best Sudas mitzvah of all with the coming of Mashiach, so we'll be able to so we will all be able to celebrate together in Yerushalayim.
Wow, Mendel, I must admit, you're pretty good. Now you have just about enough time to review the Bar Mitzvah Mimer one last time before we call you up again too. Until then, believe it or not, it's just Tati will speak. I guess Mommy made the schedule of the program. With tremendous excitement and respect, I called my Tati, my favorite youth director, Rabbi Meir, to wish Mendel a Mazel Tov.
Wow, I get to follow that speaker. Thank you, Shui. Shui, you sure you don't want to take over the speech? Firstly, l'chaim l'vracha, good evening and mazel tov. I would like to utilize this opportunity on behalf of Hadassah, our family, and myself to thank Hashem Yisbarach for all the brachas we continue to receive. And on a different level, to all of those who took from their precious time to travel from far and near to celebrate the bar mitzvah of our young man Mendel. Thank you to our friends and family from Israel, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, Michigan, Minnesota, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and Toronto. And to Mendel's educators, and if it's not too late, to my own educators in attendance and friends. Lastly, thank you to Mendel's friends. And when I say Mendel's friends, I'm not only talking about 12-year-olds. Mendel has friends of all ages. He has all kinds of friends. He even has someone crowned as his lulav buddy. This is what makes a simcha a simcha. It is truly meaningful, and Amir Hashem, we should all share in each other's simchas, and many of them. Thank you to my parents and to Hadassah's parents, who are always so helpful and loving and are getting the much-deserved nachas along with us. Mendel, I hope you too get to appreciate the power of meaningful and true friendship as you go through life, Be'ezus Hashem. In the book of Sefer Menhagim, it says that the parents of the Bar Mitzvah are to speak at the celebration. So in fulfillment of this custom, I will do my part, though in reality, this is something Hadassah is more suited for. Mendel was born on the 14th of Nisan, on the day before Pesach. Those of you who know Hadassah will believe me when I tell you that Hadassah was up on her feet, running around and helping during the Seder the next night. Perhaps she was already thinking then of the theme tonight, to make every minute count, every moment is precious. Speaking of Hadassah, I must truly say thank you for all the amazing accomplishments I have benefited from, including the unbelievable preparations it took to make this bar mitzvah with so much detail, meaning, and elegance. I guess you can say, leading up to the bar mitzvah, Hadassah made every minute count with the meticulous, creative, and impeccable talents of our dear friend, Ms. Penina Popak. And a special thanks to Ala and Gidon Shema of Jerusalem Flores for all their floral arrangements you see here this evening at all Chabad events, and of course, at our home every Shabbos. And while in the thank you mode, thank you, Gary Wallen, for his friendship, time, and equipment. Thank you. It's about time that Mendel and our family celebrate his simcha in a more grand style with all our friends. For his bris was on Pesach in my parents' home. His haircutting ceremony was on my brother-in-law's back porch on Erev Pesach. Finally, we got it straight. We can dance the night away, right? Whoops, there's no music. We are in the days that we are count down until the receiving of the Torah. We are also in the days of mourning due to the death of the students of Rabbi Akiva many years ago. One aspect of this mourning is that it is forbidden to listen to instrumental music. Mendel, for your wedding in Mirz Hashem, will get it right. As we saw earlier on the video of the Rebbe, the one thing in the world which a person cannot add to or subtract from is time. In the course of a day, you cannot control how much time you have, as everyone has the same amount of time, but we are in control of how each moment is utilized to its fullest. Each day is a blessing, each day has a purpose, each day brings an opportunity to achieve. Watching Mendel grow up through the years, man did he make his moments count. Baruch Hashem, he was born with a yearning for knowledge and a desire to learn. In fact, his bedtime music is actually Hasidic stories on the line. So if anyone ever called our home during Mendel's bedtime and no one took your click, I hope this explains it. While we are speaking about making minutes count, there's also counting minutes. The night before Mendel was to put on tefillin for the first time, he couldn't sleep in excitement. He told me he was just too excited, probably even more excited than I ever was, even the night before going away to camp. And then again, on the day leading up to his actual 13th birthday, which Mendel told me, Ta, I have to go to sleep. I can't take it. It's just too many hours till my birthday when I could be counted for a minyan from Erev. To tell you the truth, I still can't believe I have a 13-year-old. A few days ago, Rabbi Wolovic was trying to arrange a minyan for someone in need and asked me if he can count on the two of us for the minyan. And I was thinking, what two is he talking about? While Mendel mentioned in his speech that today you'll tell me I'm a man, and I'm not sure what will be tomorrow, Mendel has been reminding everyone at Chabad that he's the man at every opportunity. In the few weeks since he turns 13, he's been a chazan and led the minyan more times than I can count. He makes a point to read the Hayom Yom out loud for all after Shacharis. I'm thinking, at this pace, in a few months, he'll be ready to be the rabbi of the upstairs minyan. Okay, not rabbi, maybe gabbai. Just kidding, Ellie Robinson. I'll make sure your job is safe for the next 10 years. Truth is, when Shabbos guests join our table and ask me a question, something related to Judaism or Torah, Mendel intercepts the question, and I could just sit back, listen, and quell. Mendel at times has challenged me to achieve more, as if he was speaking to me as his namesake, the Lubavitcher Rebbe of blessed memory. He'll ask me, did you ever follow up with the man about the mezuzah? Or Ta, did you ask him to put on tefillin yet? Or, I don't think there's enough teichen content in this program. Yup, he keeps raising the bar on me too. One of the highlights of Mendel's adulthood so far has been carrying the Sefer Torah dedicated in memory of his dear friend Levi Wallach of blessed memory. His delightful and wonderful friend, the son of the amazing shluchim, Rabbi Zalman and Chani Wallach, that Adassa and I are so fortunate to be partners with at Chabad of the Five Towns to bring and enhance Judaism to the community. To see Mendel get called up to the Torah at the minyan in the Rebbe's room was something quite moving for me, as I remember the first time I took Mendel to 770, Chabad headquarters, when he was 2 years old as we flew in from Florida. Mendel refused to leave 770 until he saw the Rebbe, because he would always watch Rebbe videos at home. Shortly, we will hear Mendel recite the Bar Mitzvah mimer that is customary for a Chabad Bar Mitzvah boy. I would like to thank Mendel for continuing the legacy of my grandfather, Rav Moshe Aaron Gaizinski of blessed memory, for choosing to use his translated version of the mimer, even though it was slightly longer than the one in the book. Mendel insisted on studying and memorizing it. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to my father, and I'm sure it makes my grandfather very proud. And one day, Mendel, your sons and grandsons will make you equally as proud. In summary, I would like to give Mendel a bracha, but before I do, I must admit that I'm not sure I have the power in giving brachas that Mendel does. When Mendel was young, one Shabbos at a table, we gave him some soda in a shot glass and asked him to say l'chaim and give Tati a bracha. So Mendel said, and I quote, "L'chaim Tati, you should have a lot of children." Mind you, I think we already had 5 and our oldest was 6. Anyway, Mendel, you should continue to be a source of nachas to the Rebbe, your parents, and to your friends, and continue to always inspire those around you. Mendel, you were my baby, you are my teammate, you are my chavrusa, and now you're also my man. Mommy and Tati are so proud of you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Tati. I knew you had it in you. I'd like to ask everyone to direct your attention to the video screen for a video about how Mendel counted his minutes in the past 13 years.
Bar Mitzvah Bacher, Mendel Gaizinski. Mendel's turning 6 in 5 weeks. What does it mean to be a Bar Mitzvah Bacher?
Like when you're Bar Mitzvah.
What do you do then?
Like you cut a challah, you also learn the Torah and do a lot of mitzvahs. It is hakata.
What should your achlata be when you have a Bar Mitzvah?
Love my parents.
What's your favorite niggin?
Yeah.
What else?
A tzaddik, a real tzaddik doesn't have a yetara.
What are you?
Beinani.
You're a Beinani?
Yes.
How do you know you're already a Beinani?
Because I do a lot of mitzvahs. Gracious in honor, in the beginning, bara Elohim, ben God, Abba Shamari, Ipo Kabashin Zansasa, Tomorrow, Horizon, take ashes, Shevachal, anyway.
Mendel said his achlata. What was it?
To learn more sikhs and make for bringing it at the idol.
Mazel tov!
I give tzedakah.
What's your achlata?
My achlata is I should do kibbutz aim.
What did you do in the morning?
What did I do in the morning? Gave my parents nekavasa and washed nekavasa and my dad. What's the best ship?
What kind of ship is the best ship?
Yeah.
I said a spaceship.
Wrong. Friendship. We welcome old ladies, puppies, puppies, and mommies to our dinner party. Sit back and enjoy.
Because Mendel's birthday is coming up in a few days, and he told me he's going to give me a bracha on his birthday. So, what is the bracha you should give me on my birthday, on your birthday?
Shall live a long life, and I shall have a lot of children.
What kind of children?
Custody. I'll teach you. Should I give you a good move? I'll give you a good move. I'll give you a good move. Here. So when I go away. What is this?
Rosie, who's the best big brother?
Mendel.
I'm going Khatir Shafar speaking Yiddish. Going Khatir Shireh.
And I get lost. But I get filled. It's
Now the ninth.
He's tired.
Starting next week. Oh wow. You can catch up, don't worry. Yes, the kids want to know what.
It's not easy, huh?
from the rabbits. So also be Ashliach, and together bring Mashiach.
Almost Jim Robbins. Of course, as an Amber.
Bar Mitzvah, Menachem Mendel Ben, Mera Simcha, Shalishi, Chazak.
Thank you for coming to my party.
Mazel tov.
Mimer. And to tell you the truth, my father is working on making a video presentation to play along. So I don't need to expand on what a mimer is. Preceding the mimer is customary to sing a special mimer introduction song, followed by the mimer and then followed by spontaneous dance. Nigga, please.
Mama, ya mama,
Amarizar, Nagash Bakuri, Marshalam, right and only what I am like, I will end on a pride, think down to my picture, a villain out of an entire battle, why not, the Merhamanish inside. Amalama Kash Bravo, Mekama Mrs. Sven, Mal and Alechem, Kiat and began Batariam of Lala, Zak the Abshire to the inside, became Mrs. Sven, Walter Rachman, very hard of an entire battle, why not. Is een boek dat van mijn steen was de informatie van het spel was bij de amateur. Pas de schakels van de twee nieuwe mensen spelen de amateur en van tweede. Daardoor in de steeds gemaakt waar we de aankomst van spatten met zo. Zakte met de chef en je moet zeggen maar ze voor een ijs hebben als bouw maar zo is waar men zo laat is. Ze nemen maar de waar we de aankomst van spatten. Dus dat was de steen. Kaat zal pas bouw met de gas van haar verzaak maar de begin van het. Damals an der was nicht auf das Marker, mit der Lage von der was beginnen aan Gaviacho. En ze hebben mensen van straf wat ze zeggen bij de straf in de kinderen. Die tijd met nimmer waren in Abraham. Is de vrouw zegt dat ze gaan door te filmen. Terug men af en schakels maken en schouwen ze maken van Abraham. Maar is niet Abraham wie ook aan het horen. Voor dat werk is een maal en een lege verkeerd te geven met een vlak. En degene van Abraham zal maken.
Yeah. כזה. אשרינו שיש לנו רבי כזה. קוראים רבי, קוראים לו רבי, קוראים לו רבי, קוראים לו רבי מלובביץ'. אשרינו שיש לנו רבי כזה. אשרינו שיש לנו רבי כזה. אשרינו שיש לנו רבי כזה.
Two of those.
You should grow up a chassid, your shemayim, a lamdi. You should be a big shliach, maybe a shliach in Cedarhurst.